Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl. Today is a special day. It's week 1 of my planted paradise. So we're going to take an in-depth look of my 55-gallon planted aquarium. I want to go over each plant, show you how it's changed, if it's changed, and I do have some questions for you, so please stay tuned. My 55-gallon planted tank is now 1 week old. Some melting has been going on, but nothing too bad. The inhabitants all seem very happy and adjusted to their new digs. There are 2 problems I've found with the fish. I purchased 3 crobensis and can only find 2. I have looked everywhere and just don't see how she can up and disappear like she has. I hate to think that she was eaten, but the only one who could or would try eating her would be Rufus, and she's way too big for him. I don't think she jumped out, but this morning I found one of my danios on the lid of the tank. He looks like he's been there for a while, too. There's only a ½ inch gap in the top between the 2 lids, so his aim to freedom must have been pretty precise. My other concern is Rufus himself. I noticed a spot on his forehead. It's small and hasn't changed since I first saw it, but I have no idea what it is, and I'm a little concerned. Maybe in my head, but I'm sure he has been lethargic lately as well. He still tours the tank, but not as often as he usually does. He's never refused a worm or swam by a worm, and he did that yesterday. That is definitely not like my Rufus. I will have to keep watching him, but if that spot doesn't change, I will be moving him into a hospital tank for closer observation. But how am I going to catch him in a planted tank? He's pretty quick. It's easy catching danios as they swim at the top of the tank. Of course, they're nothing like cichlids, and if you have cichlids, then catching anything should be easy. So taking a look at my plants, we'll start back here with the jungle val. It's done quite well and has only lost a couple strands. I have not removed any leaves from this tank. Is that something I should do, or do I leave them in here to deteriorate? Next is my ambulia. Now it's looking a little sparse, but actually my albino Cory cat did that. He's been munching on the plant since I got it. It's the only one that he seems to like, and as far as I've seen, he's the only fish that is eating any of my plants. Do Cory cats normally eat plants? I'm not too concerned, but as you can see, there are some new little shoots coming at the very bottom there. And there we go. And then up here at the very top, there's new growth. So that's encouraging. My lacy Java fern is looking beautiful. I haven't seen any new growth yet, but it's doing very well. It looks lush and healthy, so I'm very pleased with them both, as they're both doing great. There are just a couple small leaves at the very top that have turned brown, but I can live with that. Then we come to my rotundifolia, and it is looking good too. There are a few brown leaves on the very top of it as well. So I am pleased because I was told that one is more difficult to grow. And this Java fern is just like the day I planted her. She is just gorgeous. I can't complain. I am really surprised my Anubias is looking so poorly. I didn't have any melt or dying off in my geotank, but here I have a lot. As you can see, the leaves are severely melted. Would you snip these leaves off or just leave them? And are they melting naturally, or do you think that is a culprit busy at work? They really look sad, so today it's water change day. I think that I will snip them off. And hopefully I will see new growth. As you can see, my green camboba is doing great. She looks like the day I planted her. You can see here I put down a piece of cucumber, but for some reason nobody's interested. And here are my crypts, and they look fabulous. I lost one leaf out of them. And then this is the little shoots of rotundifolia when I moved that plant, and they're doing really well too. And moving back here to the back corner is my Amazon sword. Now, considering it is doing quite well, it's hard to see, but there are a few brown leaves. I think there are 3 leaves that are not looking good, but the rest is quite lush, so I'm quite happy or satisfied with how it is growing. And then back here in the corner, right behind that rock, is my moneywort, and it again looks like the day I planted it. Now, I do keep in mind that this is only the first week, but I would say the first week gets a star. There are a couple things that I'm not happy with. I just don't like this tree at all. When I first showed you the pieces of driftwood I had, I explicitly said I wouldn't use it. Well, I want to switch it out and find something better. Next weekend, hubby and I are going for a hike along the Lake Huron shoreline to hunt for some nice pieces of driftwood. Spring is the best time to go as there's more to find after a long winter and before cottagers clean up. I'll probably find some more rocks too. They may not be for my tanks, but I paint them for my flower beds and gardens around the property. It's always fun to go for a day at the beach, even when it's not for swimming. I know I should leave the planted tank alone to do its thing, and I will. I promise, just as soon as I switch out this tree. I'm also meeting a fellow fish keeper tomorrow. I'll be taking him some yellow labs, and he's bringing me some plants. This is the same fellow I got the lava rock from. I plan on adding the plants I get from him as well. Once that's done, it's hands off. The last thing I want to do is add some fish with a little color to brighten up this tank. Something simple like a few mollies or swordtails. In other words, something inexpensive. Well, it's time to get to my water changes. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your help and your continued help. I'm really having fun with this planted aquarium, with your help, of course. So I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, an excellent week ahead, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.